Roger Waters is one of the most influential artists of his time. In 1965, he co-founded the legendary rock group Pink Floyd. Since then, not only has he written some of the most progressive rock and roll music of all time, but he's been one of the most active celebrities when it comes to advocating human rights.
My platform is small. It is the 30 articles of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights from 1948 in Paris. All 30 articles are very pertinent. They talk about every man, woman, and child on this earth deserves the right to life, the right to shelter, the right to an adequate supply of food, and the right to health care and the right to education. Those are the basic fundamental human rights. Freedom, life. The right to life is the most fundamental one.
What could I say as another fellow guy in the rock business to people who say, stick to the music, Raj. Don't talk to us about this stuff. We just want to hear you thump your bass and sing a song.
What the hell is the difference between somebody who plays a bass for a living and a milkman, or a psychiatrist, or a politician, or a whatever? You either have a f***ing heart or you don't. So even if we all observed the 30 articles of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights from Paris in 1948, all political problems would disappear. All of them. Overnight. It's as simple as that, but we don't. We care about profit. So capitalism is a huge blight on all our lives. Unfortunately, it's been accepted and adopted by some of the most powerful countries on earth. And in consequence, we live in a world that's being destroyed hand over fist. Pestilence is everywhere. War and pestilence is everywhere. Is it too late? Maybe it's too late, but maybe it isn't. Maybe if we act collectively. Maybe if we all... So that's what I would say to these pricks who would say to me, why don't you just play your bass, play the music? F*** you. I have a heart and I care about people and I care about this planet. It breaks my fucking heart to think of all my brothers and sisters all over the world who never have the opportunity that I do, that I have carved out for myself, to walk my path with love and grace as far as I possibly can. It's what a wonderful, wonderful, amazing, amazing world it is. And when you take a child and you sit them down with a praying mantis and go, look at that, now just watch it for a minute. And just go, wow, isn't that incredible? Look at the way things work. It really is quite, and children are open to that. But you can destroy them so quick because they're vulnerable. The world is divided into masters and slaves. There's about 8 masters and like 350 million slaves. And most of the slaves never get a chance. They never get a quiet few seconds to sit and go, whoa, hold on a minute. What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? They're like bombs are going off, and so they dive into the Mediterranean and drown because there's no recourse for them. They can't do anything else. We know why the bombs are going off, because rich are trying to steal everything that's under the ground. That's all. It's really, really, really simple. But they also control the media. They control all the mainstream media. They control all the TV. They control all the newspapers. They control... And yet we don't rise up as a mass of people and go, do you think we're stupid? Because we know the answer. Yeah, they do. Yeah. And they're f***ing right. We are. Yeah. Sadly. And we're incredibly badly educated.
If you've ever seen a Roger Waters concert, you know how much work goes into the production of the show and how powerful of a message Roger brings to his audience. It takes an army to put together this kind of a show. As busy as Roger is, he makes an effort to have a relationship with every single person that's part of his crew.
I make an absolute point of knowing the name of every single person in the crew when I go on the road. So the last, us and them, when we were traveling all around, there's 185 people. Well, that's an actual effort, obviously. Not with the 60 or so that I know, because I've known them for fucking ever and they're first name sober. But I actually have Polaroid pictures and I sit and learn them so that when I'm walking around, I can go, "Hey, Bob, how are you? How are you? Is everything all right?" Or what? And they go, "Fucking hell, he knows my name." You know. And yeah, I do, because I think it's really important. And I love the feeling of being out on the road with those people, with my crew, is quite, is a great feeling. And knowing that everybody knows that you value them. And I do value them. These are amazing people. I mean, hard-working. You know, it's amazing the work people have to do on a rock and roll show.
At 78 years old, he's still touring to this day. Roger has a sense of pride in his ability to continue his musical career, but his main focus is not on selling the most records. He believes that the reward is in the work.
When you look at what we call on television the wide shot, of what are you most proud?
Right now, I'm going out on the road because I care about stuff. So I'm really very, very, very blessed that I still care about things and that I still have my health and enough strength to fight the good fight. That's what makes me, I'm proud of it, although it's not of my doing. I mean, there's no way that you can dictate that any of these things should happen. But as long as, you know, as long as I've got my health, I shall keep doing something like this because I need to. I have a sort of need to do it. As I've said often to people in the past, the work is its own reward. We don't need another reward. It's the doing of the work is the reward. Music, it comes in the moment. I like to sort of sometimes use the analogy of painting. So it's like when Van Gogh puts that last bit of yellow on his sunflowers or whatever, in that moment when he stands back, I don't know what he was thinking, but this is what happens when I've written a song or I'm recording a piece of music. There is one fleeting moment when you go, "Oh, that is good." And then it's gone. And it never comes back. You never hear it again the same way. Whether Van Gogh ever sort of saw the painting again in the same way after that moment when he knew it was finished, I don't know. I don't know why I told you that. But
Well, can you think of a time when you were writing your music, writing your song, when you had that moment?
Yeah. I mean, just recently, because I can only think about the most recent work. But when you say that, there's a song on the record called "The Last Refugee," which is really, really beautiful. And it's got these lines at the end, but it's really the music. But it talks about, "You'll find my child down by the shore, digging around for a chain or a bone, searching the sand for a relic washed up by the sea, the last refugee." That's making me nearly, I know it sounds ridiculous talking about
No,
that.
it doesn't sound ridiculous at
The
all.
idea of being in a future where the idea even of a refugee is a relic from the past is so moving to me.